Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Merry Christmas. Yay. Glad to see all of you here. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. It is 11:40 Mountain Time here in the US. I'm going to do predictions for each sign for the 26th of December. Then we're going to have 5 minutes of Reiki, and we'll see after that. Okay, so let's start with Aries for December the 26th. What do I have coming up for you guys? Aries, I feel like on December the 26th, which is Tuesday, there's going to be something going on where you are shielding your feelings, like you're not sharing your feelings with everybody around you. You may feel like other people wouldn't be too thrilled to know what you were feeling. Or it may be that it would make you feel too vulnerable to share your feelings. So there's some cloaking going on as far as how you feel on Tuesday, Aries. Anna M. Lopez, Merry Christmas. Allie Johnson, Merry Christmas. Thanks for stopping in, guys. I didn't know how many people would actually show up today. Thought it might be super quiet. Gemini Croft Baker, hello, hello, Merry Christmas. Kim Huffner, Merry Christmas. Glad to see you all here. I thought it was going to be a quiet day in the room today. I figured you all would be busy. Anna Lopez, card of the day. Here we go, here we go. Not a big surprise. Sometime, within the past 24 hours, you have given some kind of gift. This actually doesn't have to be a tangible gift. This could be giving somebody a second chance too. Although considering the date, I think it's more likely that it would be a tangible gift. Allie Johnson, you're up next. Tiffany Jones, Merry Christmas. Hey, hey, hey. Glad you're having a great, blessed day. Camilla Fontes, Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. I want to start writing down names because you guys are getting in here. Let's see, after Gemma was Kim. Huffner. Tiffany Jones. And Camilla. Angela, Merry Christmas to you and all your little doggy family. Okay, right now we're pulling a card for Allie Johnson. I'm surprised to see so many of you here on Christmas Day. Like, wow. What a delight. Allie Johnson. Here's what you have coming up, dear. You've got the Queen of Bows showing up in reverse. This is telling me that you're not feeling like your happiest of happy right now. Maybe you're feeling kind of the opposite of that. Does that make sense to you, Ms. Allie? Dano, Merry Christmas, bacon pies. That sounds fun. As soon as I get off of here, I'm throwing a ham in the oven, and I've got pumpkin pie lined up for after that. Okay, so let's see. That was Allie Gemma Croft Baker. Let's pull a card of the day for you. For you. What kind of pies are you making? Pumpkin, pecan, cherry, apple, peach. That makes sense. Thank you for the verification. I appreciate that. La da dee da 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 da. La da dee da da da. Alrighty, so this is for Gemma. Gemma, what you have is the Nine of Pentacles. This is telling me that you are having a very independent, satisfied day. I think you're satisfied with yourself today and with your day. You're not feeling like lonely or like you need more people around you or anything like that. Does that sound about right, Ms. Gemma? Apple and huckleberry. I don't know that I've ever had a huckleberry pie. Oh, Anna, you'll have to scroll back. You were the first one I did, honey. You made pecan and key lime. I'm making pumpkin. And I've already got my Ready whipped cream in the refrigerator. They grow wild there. Wow. I don't know that I've ever even seen a huckleberry. I just know about them from Huckleberry Finn. Okay, that one was a little hot. Let me do a sign, and then we'll move on after the sign. After we do Taurus's message, and we'll do Kim, Tiffany, Jones, and Camila Fontes. And then after that, we'll do our next sign. Then we'll do Angela and Dano. But for right now, we're doing Taurus. Taurus for December the 26th. What do I have coming up for you? I'm seeing a lot of green for you, Taurus. So green to me means a couple of things. This could actually be money coming into your hands, like literally cash being paid into your hands. Possibly check, more likely cash. Or this could be that you're having a very productive day where you're getting things done that are making you feel good. So these could be things that help you earn money, or it could be something like around the house that you're making some kind of changes or improvements, but something that makes you feel good and makes you feel more prosperous and more blessed. So green for you, Taurus. La da 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 da. You'll make me a pie, Angie. Are huckleberries sour, Angela Luke wants to know. They aren't sour there. By the time you put them in pie, I'm sure they're not. You gotta have all kinds of sugar, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, so let's see here. Who did I say is next? Kim. Kim Hefner, you're up next. Yeah, I was wondering why you didn't tell me if that card was good or not. Now I know. Kim Hefner. Guys, I'm just looking at myself, and other than the makeup on my face, I'm realizing I look exactly like my dad. That's a scary thought, to look exactly like your dad. Alrighty, so Kim Hefner. Just a random thought passing through my brain. Kim Hefner coming up here. King of Swords. Honey, this is somebody that you've interacted with within the past 24 hours or within the next 24 hours. This is somebody who is very logical minded. They don't pay attention a lot to their emotions when they're making decisions. Generally, this is somebody who's very good at running a business, probably a good businessman. This can be a lawyer. This one can be a scientist, a teacher, somebody who really uses thought and intellect a lot. Ms. Kim, I feel like you've had a good conversation with this person, whether they're a relative or somebody else. I just feel like it feels good. It feels like it was a satisfying interaction with that person. And if it hasn't happened within the last 24 hours, keep your eyes open for the next 24 hours. It's probably a man. I'm going to say it's a man. Could be a very assertive female, but I feel like it's a man. La-di-di-da, da-da, da-da. Da-da-da-da. So that was Kim's. Kim, does that make sense to you? Tiffany Jones, you're up next. It's an Aries person for you? An Aries person that's very logical. Logical and enthusiastic. I'm trying to picture the personality. They have to have air in their chart somewhere for them to show up as a King of Swords, I think. Tammy Bambi. Hey, hey, hey. Merry Christmas. Glad to see you here, honey. Tiffany Jones. La da 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 da. Tiffany. Ooh, baby. You've got the Six of Cups showing up, Ms. Tiffany. This just means there's something coming back from your past. With the Six of Cups and like this is a good thing, actually. You can be having some memories of your past that are actually good memories that you're kind of feeling all sentimental about. Doesn't mean a person's coming back from your past, although a lot of times when we have those memories, it can be because we're getting together with a person from our past. This can also be talking about childhood memories, like when we get together with family. Yeah, I'm just going to stick with this. Feels like good memories coming back from the past. I'm not sure if there's a person coming back from the past as much as the memories are there. That's what I'm going to stick with for you, Miss Tiffany. Not the Aquarius. Could be. King of Swords can be, if you're going to go with signs, that would be an Aquarius, Gemini, or a Libra. But I really don't put signs on most of my court cards. I know a lot of readers do. I don't. I put more of the personality attributes because a lot of times somebody with like a rising sign can show up by their rising sign instead of by their sun sign. And so that's kind of confusing for somebody who's trying to figure out who it's all about. So I like to talk about their personality more than about the actual sign. Let's see, who's up here next? Tiffany, did that make sense for you? That last one was yours. Camila Fontes. Camila, are you still in the room? I'm going to pull a card for you, my dear. I don't think I've seen Camila in here before. Camila. I have a feeling I'm not saying the name right. La, da, da, da. Yes, she's here. Awesome. Let's see what happens. So Camila, the cards of the day are simply cards that talk about some kind of situation. Usually it's one that has happened within the past 24 hours. Sometimes it might be coming up within the next 24 hours, but usually it's already happened. And so it's a very current event, and it's just something Sacred Spirit would like you to be more aware of than what you would be if it hadn't shown up on a card. Being with family and looking at a photo album, that totally makes sense. That's awesome. I actually don't see that version of the translation of this card too often. Usually it's all about an ex coming back. Alrighty, so this is for Camilla. Camilla, I'm trying to say that right, like I think it should be. Okay, Camilla. Six of Arrows. This is called Transition. You can see it's a pretty interesting card. There's a lot of darkness around in this card. This just talks about that you have some kind of situation or something going on that might have felt kind of negative, like it was holding you back and hindering you, and you are moving away from that. And I think it's interesting, too, to note that in this deck, there's nobody else in the boat. Like this person is moving away completely all under their own power. Somebody else is not taking them away. So this is something that you have chosen to get away from that was having a negative effect on you. Does that make sense for you, Ms. Camilla? I am saying it perfectly right. I'm going to have to quit trying to correct myself. Awesome. Okay. What are you moving away from? Can we be so nosy? Inquiring minds want to know. That's what I like about the cards. You kind of get to know people whenever you read them a card. At least, you know, little snippets of them. If everybody knew how to read cards, this would be a nice little icebreaker game at a party. Let's do Gemini. After Gemini, then we'll do Angela Lukes, Dano, and Tammy Bambi. Gemini for December the 26th. What do I have coming up for you guys? What I'm hearing as I feel into you is peaceful surroundings. That breath that I just exhaled, I actually controlled letting it out. I really just wanted to go. I think that you guys are going to be relieved to be getting back to normal or away from the crowds. And even if you're not totally back to normal, just getting back to a little bit more of a normal type of day on Tuesday, Geminis. So that's what we have coming in for you guys. Peaceful surroundings is what I'm hearing too, by the way. Just got to news that for some people are good, for others are not. I get you, Camila. It's important to take care of yourself. Very important. Back when I had stepdaughters, I used to always advise them, you take care of you because nobody else is responsible to do that. Only you are. We should all live by that. I should pay more attention to that myself. So if those of you who don't mind sharing, if you haven't already, please share so that other people can get in here live if they want to on Christmas. We have a good crowd. I'm happy with this. Oh, wow. So you've got a lot of things happening at once. Sometimes things move really fast. This happened to last Monday, right? There's a lot of people that have changes coming on really fast, starting like last week sometime. Alrighty, so that was Camilla. Now let's do Cancer. Then we'll do Angela, Dano, and Tammy. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. For December the 26th, what do I have coming up for you? You know what? I didn't do any people, did I? All right, well, let's knock Cancer out anyway, and then we'll do people again. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Gotta watch me. So Cancer, when I look outside, what I see is snow melting off the roofs in the neighborhood around me, and I'm hearing also the snow is melting. So that's like a double spirit saying twice, pay attention to this. So Cancer, when the snow is melting, that just tells me that there's something going on where people may have been acting or feeling both cold and aloof around you or to you. And I feel like if there's somebody that's been sort of bothering you or niggling at you, I feel like that relationship is going to start to warm up and open up a little bit more again, or a little bit more for some of you. For some of you, it won't be again, but for some of you, it will. So there's some kind of relationship that seemed a little frosty lately that is starting to come into a more affectionate situation. Okay, so that's Cancer. Let's look at Angela Lukes. Which deck am I ready for? Here we go. Ms. Angela Lukes. Excuse me, sorry about that, guys. I actually wouldn't call one card a reading. This is just a little glimpse. It's a peek. Thanks for peeking for you. I'm glad that you can make it in on the live. I hear you, Camilla. Signs are everywhere. All we have to do is open our eyes to the signs. Open our eyes to the signs. Okay, this is Angela. Angela, you have a very interesting card. You have the Hierophant showing up here. What does this mean for Miss Angela? Miss Angela, I think you're going to be paying a lot of attention to nature, Mother Earth, critters around you, critters and animals. There's a lot of critters that are kind of hidden in this card. I think critters are going to have your attention, not just your dogs, more wild critters as well too. Okay, so that was Miss Angela Lukes. I hope that makes sense to you. That should have happened within the past 24 hours. If not, it will within the next. Dano, you're in the batter's box. Are you still here? Or are you busy with your pies? Ms. Dano, Ms. Dano. La da da da. A card from Ms. Dano. All right. Okay, here we go. Are you making your crust from scratch? Or are you buying them? Dano. Rolling the dough. I like making crusts. I think it's fun. Dano's card. Page of Clubs. Page of Clubs just means that sometime within the past 24 hours, probably you've received some kind of message or information that allows you to go ahead with some kind of inspired idea that you have. Does that make sense to you, my dear? I like to do them from scratch. My mom had a little old lady neighbor who was probably in her 70s or 80s. When I was a little girl, I was probably 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. And my mom used to like share things with this little old neighbor lady. And I guess she decided that my mom, this is my mom's version of the story, she decided that my mom was not that good of a cook, that she just couldn't be that good of a cook. And so she gave my mom this pie crust recipe that is called Never Fail Pie Crust. And seriously, I've never seen the recipe go bad. But I think my mom always felt a little bit like, I'm glad for the help, but I really am a good cook. So anyway, that's what that makes me think of when you're talking about you're rolling your dough from scratch. So let's see, that was Dano's card that we talked about with the message of a go-ahead for something exciting. Tammy Bambi, you are up next, my dear. Tammy Bambi, are you in the room, my dear? La da dee da, la da 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 da, la da dee da, la da da da. Tammy Bambi's card. I hope she's in the room. Otherwise, she'll have to scroll for it later. La da da, la da da, la da da. Tammy Bambi, you got the lady in reverse. Is this what I think it is? Tammy, what I'm feeling like from this card, I wish I knew she was in the room. What I'm feeling like from this card is that somebody around you, thank you. I think somebody around you has lost a baby. I'm not sure if they had announced anything or not. They may not have made the announcement and they might have lost the baby before they told anybody. But there's somebody who, I think that there was a miscarriage or something like that. And I don't feel like it's you. I do feel like it's somebody around you, somebody that's close to you, like maybe family or a good friend, honey. You make yours from scratch, of course, Allie. I am so sorry, Tammy. Okay, let's do a message for Leo. It's hard to switch gears out of something like that. You are? Am I talking about you? Oh, no, you're saying you're in the room. Never mind. Got a little confused for a second. Let's see. Leo. December 26th. What do we have coming up for you guys? Leos, I feel like a lot of you are feeling very boxed in December the 26th. You are ready to get out and do your own thing and not be under the influence of other people. You just are about ready for some alone time. You're feeling very boxed in on the 26th, Leos. Virgo. Tammy, I kind of have the impression they may not tell you, actually. which is probably why this card came up, because if they haven't made the announcement, they're sure not going to say at Christmas time, oh, by the way, we lost a baby, because they aren't going to want to spoil the holiday or whatever for other people. But I think that the impression I had is that this card came up so that you can be kind of alert and aware, so that when you see body language or how somebody's acting, you're able to kind of figure it out and, I don't know, maybe realize that maybe they need to have a little slack cut for them or something, because I feel like this is pretty hard for this person. So that's what I'm thinking. Because that's kind of a heavy message just to come up on something like this. This is not like a typical live broadcast message. You're in the same situation. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so Virgo. Let's look at you guys for December the 26th. What do I have coming up for you? Virgos, I kind of feel like you're coming off of your Christmas high. For some of you, I feel like this high is like a positive thing. There is a handful of you, though, I feel like the Christmas high is not so positive. It's like there's only so much of the Christmas festivities that you can take, and you've kind of hit your limit there. So on the 26th, I feel like there is still some Christmassy stuff going on, but you're also sort of returning back to more calm, more routine things, and I feel like it's a nice transition for you. That's what I've got for you, Virgos, that transition is welcome. You're quite welcome, Tammy. Okay, let's look at Libra for December the 26th. What do I have going on for you guys? Libra is December the 26th. Sometimes I forget YouTube guys around the world. I think some of you are actually going to be hiking on Tuesday. Hiking. I'm actually seeing people like walking uphill, climbing uphill. I don't have the sense that you're by yourself. I think there are other people that are around. I'm not sure if you're in their group or if they're just around, but it doesn't seem like this is a secluded thing at all. And that's a very literal translation of that meaning, but I feel like, yeah. And then the more symbolic version of that meaning is, you've set some goals now that Christmas is gone and all that big food is gone. You may have set some goals because you're starting to realize, oh, your weight is really packing on. And so you may be working on climbing uphill as far as getting that weight back down. Some of you could be using stair stepper machines. Some of you could just be setting goals and targets, things that you're eating, things like that, Libra. But to me, it has to do with actually literally hiking. For some of you, it is going to be stair step machine. For a lot of you, there is going to be exercise incorporated in getting off some of the extra pounds that came on during Christmas time. Striving. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Glad to see you here. Okay, let's do a card for striving. After that last card, I'm a little bit afraid to do another card. On Christmas Day to have a message like that come up. Gotta tell you, I'm feeling a little betrayed there. All right. It's okay. Striving's card. Striving. Maria Polito. I can pick a card for you. It's not going to be for your birthday, probably. But I can pick a card for you. Striving's card coming up right now. By the way, welcome, Maria Polito. I don't know if I've seen you in here before, so glad to have you here today. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with us. Striving. Knight of Vessels showing up in reverse. In this deck, this just means... What does this mean for you? Striving, to me, what I'm feeling like is there's some kind of situation where you've been trying to do some problem solving or finding some kind of solution. You've been really thinking outside the box, but you're starting to feel like you're beating your head against the wall, like you just don't know what else you can do to work the solution out. Does that make sense to you, Striving? Yay is right. We've got quite a few people for Christmas Day. There's 10 in the room right now. I'm just really happy about that. Marlene LaBeatty. Hello, hello. I don't think I've ever seen you in here before. Glad to see you. Merry Christmas. Okay. Maria Polito. What I'm pulling for you, honey, is a card of the day. That's what I pull when I pull cards here. These cards of the day are usually something that's going to have happened within the past 24 hours. If you don't recognize it within the past 24 hours, maybe the next 24 hours, but usually it's in the past. And then it's just something that Sacred Spirit would like you to be more aware of than what you would have otherwise. Ah, gotcha, Striving. That is a big pain in the butt. Have you got a lawyer for that, or are you trying to do that all on your own? Thank you, Marlene. Okay, so this is for Maria Polito, card of the day. Okay, Tammy, peace out, honey. Enjoy the rest of your Christmas. I hear you, Striving. Okay, so, Maria Polito. Queen of Swords in reverse. Maria, this is telling me that there's somebody in your life that you are not talking to. You're like, thank you, I would rather not. Does that make sense to you, my dear? Marlene LaBeatty, you are up next. I think I would find a different lawyer. That might be the solution to that. Just saying. Of course, we can always do a reading to see if that would help or not. That might be a good question for free-for-all question time, actually. All right, Marlene LaBeatty, let's do a card for you, my dear. Maria Polito, did that make sense to you? La da 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 da. La da da da. La da 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 da. Marlene, that's such a pretty name. You already thinking about that? I would be thinking about it. Marlene, something's going on that has you really stressed out, or at least it did within the past 24 hours. This is the kind of stress that when this card shows up, I know that somebody's under a lot of stress for something that they really don't have a lot of control of, and yet they're still letting it stress them out. Key thing here is recognize how much control do you actually have over this situation. Do whatever you can, if there's anything you can do at all, and then turn it loose. Let the chips fall where they may. That's the best thing you can do with this. Our bodies were not designed to carry that much stress. You're quite welcome. Alrighty, so that was our last new person in the room. Let's do Scorpio for December the 26th. What do we have coming up for us? The first thing that I'm seeing, well, not the first thing, but the first thing that I want to talk about that I'm seeing for us is blue skies. I think we're having a pretty good day. We're not meeting up a whole lot of obstacles in our day. Things are going pretty smoothly for us. We may even be happy. We may even be happy. The other thing, though, that I have going on, I feel like we are doing things to get other people's attention, okay? And not in a bad way, but like in my case, like I think that I'm going to be doing stuff to, you know, to have people become interested in my services, that type of thing. For other Scorpios, you know, it's going to be to get people's attention, to get people to realize, you know, oh, I have something of value that you may benefit from. You know, whether it's something that you're selling, a product or service that you're selling, or this could be like doing something to help the boss see your value and the fact that, you know, they're benefiting from things from you. This could be even somebody in the family that you know, you're just doing things, we're just doing things that are allowing people to see what we have to offer, whether that's in a romantic sense, whether that's in a work sense, whatever that might be, but we're allowing people to see what we have to offer. We're kind of opening up and showing that. And I think we're doing it intentionally. We have, you know, we have the intention of bringing in new business or getting somebody's interest romantically or getting parents or siblings to pay attention to us or whatever, you know, and it's in a, like I would tell you, even if it's Scorpio, I would tell you if it felt like it was kind of skanky or creepy. I don't think this is skanky or creepy. It feels to me like we actually have something of value that we're offering or bringing to the table. Okay, so that's Scorpio for the 26th. You're quite welcome, Marlene. Good luck with letting that go. Sometimes when we're holding on to something that's stressing us out, it's hard to let it go. A little different perspective can always help, though. Sagittarius, December the 26th. What do I have coming up for you guys? Sagittarius, there's something going on where you're running the numbers on the 26th. Maybe you're like going through all your credit card receipts and counting up, oh my God, how much did I spend on Christmas? There is something that you're running the numbers on. Maybe you're planning on betting on horses. I don't know. Is it horse racing season or some other kind of betting? Maybe you're just working out your budget. I don't know exactly what's going on there, but there is something about running the numbers, looking at all the numbers and doing some number crunching, Sagittarius. There's Ms. Ricky. Hey, 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 how are you? Aw, thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. And you came in like just when I was going to ask everybody to share. So everybody, if you haven't shared already, please go ahead and do so because it's always more fun to catch something like this live. And because we're getting ready to do Reiki in about 3 more signs, and I like to have as many people in here for Reiki so they can ask any questions they have while I'm still here. Let's do a card for Ms. Ricky. Ms. Ricky. Not yet, not yet. I have plans to eat way too much. Excuse me. I've got a ham to put in the oven after I get done here. I wasn't sure how long I would be here, so I thought, well, I'll start that later. And then after that, a pumpkin pie to put in the oven with the whipped cream already waiting in the refrigerator. Merry Christmas, by the way, Ricky. It's probably not even Christmas for you right now. It's probably like Boxing Day or the day after. Ricky, Ricky, Ricky. Ten of Cups showing up in reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse is just telling me that sometime within the past 24 hours you hit a situation where you weren't really feeling, usually this card I say you weren't feeling emotionally fulfilled, but what I'm saying with this time for you is I don't feel like you were feeling appreciated. And you were not feeling very good about not feeling appreciated, Miss Ricky. Does that make sense for you? You were feeling like you were beating your head against the wall. I hear ya. I can roll you around. Roll around, Ricky. Ricky's roll around Ricky today. Thank you for the verification, Ms. Ricky. Okay, so Capricorn for December 26th. Let's go ahead and get this sign taken care of. Ooh, my fluorite wants to talk to you, Capricorns. Okay, what do we have coming up for Capricorn? Gosh, I'm seeing some water here. Like even frozen water. Capricorns, I think it's going to be a really good idea for you to make sure that you don't have any pipes break in your house. So do what you can to keep those pipes warm. I don't know that all of you live in cold weather, but I was seeing ice and I wasn't getting the sense that you guys are like out ice skating or anything like that. Because I was seeing ice and water together. That's not something you would skate on. I think there is the potential for pipes breaking or some kind of flooding. So make sure, if you need heat tape on your pipes, that it's on there. If you need to leave doors open to the cabinets underneath the sinks so that it stays warm under there, do that. Whatever you can do to make sure that you don't have an issue with pipes breaking, Capricorn. Yeah, that's a pretty literal one. Symbolically, what that would have to be with would also be careful that you don't have your own emotions overflowing in places where they're not appropriate, or in places where it's not productive to have emotions overflow. I know that sounds really crazy. Like, how do you do that? I'm not quite sure I could tell you that as a water sign, but good luck with that. You can't eat anymore right now, but you're going to Christmas lunch tomorrow. Good luck. All right, so Aquarius, let's look at you guys for December the 26th. Aquarius. Aquarius. Aquarius, for you guys, I feel like it's going to be really important for you to keep your immune system up. You may not be feeling totally top-notch physically on the 26th. So, yeah, echinacea. If you don't have echinacea, get some echinacea. Eat garlic. Do something to boost your immune system so that you're feeling good on the 26th. Some of you, I'm feeling like even if you boost your immune system, you're kind of screwed. I think that this is like food poisoning for some of you. Actually, that's showing up for me. Sorry, Aquarians. Alrighty, so let's see next. What do we have here? Pisces, December the 26th. You can kind of see where it's coming from. Boost that immune system. There's another good way to boost your immune system too. You can remove toxins from your body if you think you might have picked something up by slicing an onion, preferably a red one. They're the strongest. Take onion slices, tape them to the bottom of your feet, like right under where your arches are, and sleep like that. That'll remove a lot of toxins from your body. I've done that to keep myself from getting sick when somebody in the house was sick. It works. And then I also put the onion slices on the bottom of their feet. They woke up feeling much better. Just hints and advice. You sprayed the Lysol? See, I'm not a big Lysol sprayer, so maybe that works too. Yeah, putting them in the room in a bowl is good too. That's what you do with what's left of the onion after you put the slices on your feet. You take the rest and keep it in the bedroom to soak up stuff out of the environment there. That's good. Aloe vera plants too. Lysol is a brand name for like room freshener here, Ricky. And usually Lysol is like antibacterial, kills germs. So it smells good and it kills germs. You've used them for a while? I've never used them like that before. All right, let me quit being so distracted and get on with this for Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Pisces, I think you're looking for information on Tuesday. For some of you, this is going to be like book information. For others of you, this is going to be information like about a person who's in your sphere of influence. But there's definitely something here about looking for information, doing some research, finding something out, getting to the bottom of things, getting the truth for Pisces. Right? Striving, yeah. That's why I don't like to use it either. You're a Cap rising. And as I was talking, a mug that had ice in it burst. Holy Toledo. That's kind of freaking me out. Okay, so let's do 5 minutes of Reiki, guys. It is 12:26 right now, so we'll go till about 2 after. Let me go ahead and get it started. Right now, what I'm doing is Reiki for whatever will benefit each of you the most. If you have a more specific intention that you would like to set, feel free to do so. Hello there, Amanda. You are just in time for Reiki. You're quite welcome. Let's see. What was I going to say? The other thing that I'm thinking about for Capricorn with what I saw in the fluorite is we had our creek flooded like a block from where I live in 2014, and it came way up in the banks. So it may not be your pipes in your own house. It may be something nearby. Ricky is adjusting her intention for her stomach because she ate too much. Don't be surprised if you have to go to the bathroom before our Reiki's not done. Have a little release. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Amanda, remind me and I'll pull you a daily card after we get done with Reiki. Card of the day. I'm just giving you a fair warning, Ricky. I did Reiki for a guy once that was having stomach issues. Not just because he ate too much, but stomach issues in general. Only to find out after the fact that he had been in the bathroom for the whole hour of his session. He said I could have got up and left, but it would have been pointless because I'd have been right back in. But he felt much better afterwards. I know, I felt bad for him. But anyway, the toxins come out is a good thing as far as I'm concerned. 2 more minutes of Reiki. You guys are taking energy all over the place, but especially in your base chakras. Base chakras have to do with security, family, income, money in the bank account. Sacral chakras too, which has to do how do things taste, smell, feel. Yeah, with Christmasness, I'm not surprised that people need energy in their base chakras. That's probably the biggest thing people need this time of year. I've got some throat chakra going on too. That just means that you guys are going to be starting to tell more of the real deal instead of holding back on your feelings and thoughts. We'll see how that works out for y'all. Oh, really? He doesn't know why? Wow. Just think, striving. If you knew how to do Reiki, you could have done Reiki on him. It is kind of weird. Oh, he wouldn't be receptive. I tell you what, anybody's receptive if they heard enough. You think you can help me? Please help me. I do know what you mean, though. I have found that most people who start out about not being receptive will be curious and they'll try it once. And then after that, they're pretty receptive. Okay, so that's been actually 6 minutes, so let's go ahead and wrap that up. Who was it that came in that needed a card? That was Amanda Gabrowski, I think so, right? Let me scroll up. Yes. So Amanda needs a card of the day. And then I think I'm going to quit doing the pray for all questions. Since we're doing cards of the day, I think I'm going to cut that out to save myself a little bit of time. But I do want to look at this one question for you, striving, before I cut that out. Amanda Gabrowski. That's interesting. You got the same card that came up for the last person, just in a different direction. So you got the Ten of Cups, which just is telling me that you're feeling very emotionally fulfilled or satisfied right now, or I should say at some point within the last 24 hours. If Striving gets a new lawyer to help her with this whole work case thing, will that change things in a positive way for her? Will that bring positive changes for her? Well, how's bells? Hang on. And will it actually make a difference financially? I really don't see it making a difference financially, even if you get a different lawyer. If you do get a different lawyer, I do see you going to like a team, a place where it's a team of lawyers that you're working with instead of one. And I feel like they make you feel more secure and that you get along well with them. Like they are more on the same page with you about the things that need to happen. But whenever I look at it, is this financially beneficial? Technically, I really have a no here. Mm-mm. I don't think that really changes anything on the outcome, to be honest with you. I'm sorry, Striving. That makes sense to you? Thank you so much. Okay, last question here. Will their kids get gifts from their granddad tomorrow? Tomorrow shows up as bad timing. I think that they will get them eventually, but I don't think it's going to be tomorrow. And it looks like the grandma has something to do with that, or some female has something to do with that. I hear you, Striving. Yeah, I don't see changing legal counsel helping, unfortunately. Alrighty, guys, that is my time today. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Enjoy the rest of your Christmas day. Hey. And I will see you guys. All right, her. You know exactly what I'm talking about, that, huh? Okay, well, I will see you guys the next time that I am here. Peace out, everybody.